Now it's time for the hottest 5 minutes of your morning. It's time for the Chamber 5, a chance for you to find out about Bozeman area businesses as we talk with the Chamber of Commerce and businesses that are members. Now let's check in with Dan for the Chamber 5 on K-Bear.
Thanks, Charlie. Hey, we're speaking with Daryl Schliem, the CEO of the Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to welcome you back to the studio here, Daryl, and tell me what's going on with the Chamber this week.
Hey, thanks, Dan. Thanks for having me in this morning. And tell you, it's been a very, very busy week. Last week, we had the grand opening for Ella Valley and great members of the organization expanding not only out to the frontage road, but I think within the next couple of months, we'll be opening up here on Main Street, too. So I want to congratulate Bree and all her employees for having us out and cutting the ribbon and then offering a discount out to members over the weekend and non-members to be able to come out and enjoy their frontage road spot. So very, very pleased with that. This week we're very, very busy. Actually, we'll have 3 different board meetings. Our executive committee will meet this week. Our Tourism Business Improvement District, we can go into detail more on that later. We'll also meet this week on Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning my full board will meet. Really talking about discussion, Dan, for what's going to happen the upcoming year. So we'll have our board appoint nominating committee. We will be looking for board of director members. So if you are a member of the Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce and want to put out an application, we will be taking those in. And by the end of the year, we'll have a decision to add up to 7 more board members this year. 4 of those terms will be for 3 years. One of those 1-year terms for 3 other executives that will come on to the board of directors for the Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce. And then next year, Dan, what we're going to be focusing on, and it's going to probably be hot topics for the Chamber 5. We want to thank again you and your organization for always looking out for the Chamber of Commerce members, fitting in their time schedules to be able to promote themselves on your stations. And we're very, very appreciative of this partnership that's formed new. So if it seems a little bit that may be unorganized at times from our part and maybe from all sides, that's how new partnerships works. But we would challenge our members to get engaged and get involved and take advantage of the Chamber 5 here at the radio station and come in. And it's very harmless. As you know, Dan,
Yep.
You've been in this industry a long time and doing sales. We hope that the people will take advantage of the Chamber 5. Another program that we're going to be looking at between now and the end of the year is actually working with the station to actually on Wednesday mornings to be able to have live call-ins, to be able to have our members and the community as a whole to kind of give input on the direction our community's going. And that's one of the things that we can do as our organization is listen to not only the members at large, but also our chamber members, what's going to be best for their businesses as we continue to work through a lot of community opportunities. And a lot of things, Dan, you'll hear us talk about that we're focused on is going to be urban camping or homelessness. We'll continue to have those discussions with HRDC, the city, the county, on how we address that as we continue to grow as a community. And then also workforce housing, and most will call it affordable housing. We look at it more from the business side as workforce housing, what can be affordable for our employees to be able to continue to expand in our communities, but also just to be able to maintain our current status in the community so businesses don't have to cut hours and cut services and cut the business opportunities that they face coming up in 2023. And again, most people may not realize this, but if you look at daycare has become a rising cost for us over the past few years. And if you take daycare, housing, and then having a car, even if you're at $20 an hour, 2 people having an employee, you spend about 105% of your income, which we know that's not a very good math. If you're spending 5% more of your income being able to have a home, daycare, and an automobile to be able to afford to work. So one of the things we're looking at is how do we get both parents back to work, whether mom or dad maybe still be at home taking daycare and having that handled, or what opportunities do we have out there to be able to fulfill the need of the daycare industry coming in. So we've got a lot on our plate coming up. Urban transportation will be another discussion we have here in October. So we're hoping to get community involvement and again, our members as a whole to give input to their board of directors and to myself as the CEO to make sure we're going in the right direction. So again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to get this message out to the community, and thanks for the new partnership with your organization.
Thanks, Daryl. Always appreciate talking to you and the Chamber. Hey, if you got any questions, why don't you go to the Chamber website? It's bozemanchamber.com. You can check that out and see what's going on with the Chamber and what you could do to get involved. And as always, you can give them a call, 406-586 5421. Again, I'd like to thank Daryl Schliem, the CEO of the Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce. Back to you, Charlie.
Thanks, Dan. This has been the Chamber 5, a chance for you to visit with the Chamber of Commerce and its businesses to find out what's happening in business in Bozeman. Let's get you back to more good times and great oldies on 99.9 K-Bear.